Hi, I hope you're well and that you're having a great day. Ben from My Cycling Coach, for those who don't know me, founder, lead sports scientist here, where we have helped over 500 cyclists now achieve 3 watts per kilo and beyond with their riding. If you would like to check out some of the stories and testimonials from some of those riders, then please feel free to click the link in the description below. So today's video training, what I wanted to talk to you about, very topical for the time of year, and a lot of questions that I've been getting around this topic at the moment is riders now have a holiday, summer holiday plan, going away on holiday, and are really worried about actually losing all of the fitness and form that they have now built up from the winter when they've done some winter training, but certainly now going through the spring and summer, been doing quite a bit of riding, fair amount of riding, but they're now going away on a summer holiday for a week, 2 weeks without their bike, and are really quite concerned that they're actually feeling that they've got themselves to a fairly good position with their riding and their fitness, but they're now going to detrain. So today I just wanted to talk through some things that you can do, what I have done in the past when I've been away, and the exact protocol that I've used to really maintain fitness whilst away to then return to the bike feeling good. But I've also implemented this, as I say, with the over 500 riders who I've really helped. And we've often found that this protocol, stick around until the end of the videos. I'm going to give you the exact workout session protocol that you can apply whilst away to different forms of exercise. So really looking at detraining, how much you will detrain over a period where you won't be riding specifically on your bike. This will really depend on your current level of fitness and the amount of training that you have actually done up to this point. Now, I won't go into the exact science of detraining in this video. I will do that later on another video. But as I say, it will really depend on how many hours you train each week, the type of training you're doing, the type of riding you're doing, how many specific and structured that is. But generally over a 7 to 14 day period, if you do stop exercising completely, then you will see or feel quite a drastic decrease in your fitness levels. And the time that it takes for you to then rebuild that fitness after coming off of a period like that will actually again depend on your training history and your current fitness levels. And as I say, I won't go into the full details and science of that today, but you will generally feel a decrease after having a prolonged period off the bike. So what can we do whilst away to really ensure that we don't experience that detraining or it doesn't happen as much, so that you can really get back on the bike and really pick up from where you left off for the fantastic progress or the effort that you have already been putting in this year with your riding. And as I say, today I wanted to give you this exact workout protocol that I have used over the last 10, 15 years, which I've found has been really effective. It is also really supported within the research, but I have implemented this, as I say, with the hundreds of riders that I've worked with and found that it's really worked. So the exercise types or forms of exercise you can perform this with, if you are going to go away somewhere, or where you're staying, it will depend on the types of exercise that you have access to. But generally, these 5 forms of exercise is what I've applied to this to and found that it's worked. And the first is indoor cycling. Okay, so if you can, you may not have your bike with you, you're not going to have your turbo trainer with you, you're not going to have anything with you. But if you are staying somewhere that has a gym, or you can access a gym that may even just have a really basic indoor spin bike, then you can use that to obviously perform some cycling. And that is going to be the most specific, best form of exercise that you can do specific to your riding to actually ensure that you are keeping up some cycling whilst you're away. So the first form, if you can get access to an indoor spin bike, excellent. You may even be able to hire a bike whilst you're away, but I'm going off of that you may not be going out and hiring a bike, and this is going to be a holiday where you are spending maybe quite a bit of time off the bike, and you're not going to be able to get access to hire something, and you're going to be going out and doing 3, 4, 5 hour rides because you may be away on holiday with a family, and it's a family holiday, and you may just be getting an hour maybe early in the morning where you can go to the hotel gym. And as I said, if they've got a spin bike, then that's going to allow you to keep some cycling going. So that's the first option. The second option is, or the form of exercise is running. So both in or outdoors, you may find, again, if you're staying in a hotel that has a treadmill, or you can obviously just run out on the road. If it is going to be very hot, you're probably going to have to get up early in the morning to do this. But yeah, you can implement this workout or perform this workout with running, whether that is on a treadmill or outdoors. Second option is a cross trainer. So these are all examples, Sometimes it can be, you basically just get what you are given when you turn up to a hotel gym. You will walk in there and you will just see, what is in there. And as I say, it might be a spin bike, it might be a treadmill, but also a cross trainer is a really good way to perform this session. Keep some cardio, aerobic sort of fitness going, endurance fitness. But also rowing machine is also a really good way. You may see that they have one of those 4 in there. And the 5th is swimming. Okay, so yeah, swimming, obviously it takes a bit more specific skill with the swimming to perform any sort of structured workout training with the swimming. That is really maybe if you are going away and you don't have access to a gym, but you do have access to a pool, then you can perform this workout protocol by doing some swimming with it as well. But say one of those 5 forms of exercise, generally when you're away, you should be able to access, whether you do have a gym, you don't have a gym. So here is the exact workout that you can apply to any of those 5 forms of exercise that I've mentioned. And the session starts with a 10 to 15 minute warm up. Now, gauging the intensity of each section or part of this session, you can either do it based off of effort, or if you do have access to heart rate tracking, you may have a watch with a heart rate strap, or you can even take your bike computer. Then I would really advise that you take that with you, as that will just ensure that you can really perform a more accurate session and that you are actually working in the exact zones, which again is going to maximize what you're getting from the session and really help you ensure that you are maintaining that fitness because you are training in the right zones. So as I say, the session starts 10 to 15 minute warm up. If you can do this with heart rate tracking, I would recommend that you warm up around zone 2 heart rate. You may add in a few little bursts on any of those forms of exercise into your zone 3 heart rate, but generally 10 to 15 minute warm up around zone 2 will be a really good thorough warm up before you then move into the efforts. The main part of this session then, and this is the absolutely crucial part that you really do target, as it's what's going to allow you to really accumulate the time at the intensity you need to be able to maintain your fitness, is 4 times 4 minute efforts. And if you're doing it off of effort, you'll just go all out for the 4 minutes. If you're doing it based off of heart rate, it will be 4 times 4 minute efforts at your VO2 max heart rate. Okay, and I would generally recommend that you're around 115% of what your threshold heart rate is to really ensure that you're targeting that specific system there and really, as I say, maximizing the adaptations. Okay, so 4 times 4 minute efforts. The recovery period between these efforts wants to be 3 minutes. Okay, and this could just be active recovery, so basically zone 1. Obviously, if you're doing it with heart rate, it will take a little bit of time for that heart rate to come back down. So it's really just really easy active recovery. If it's running, you may even just want to walk between the efforts. If it's cross trainer, rowing, and some of the other forms, it will just be really easy to let that heart rate come back down before you go in. So 4 times 4 minute efforts with 3 minutes recovery between each effort, and that's just really zone 1. Just let that heart rate come back down, take it really easy before you then go back into the next effort there. That is the main set. To then finish the workout, really important, as always, cool down. And I would still please emphasize that you do a cool down, even though you're on holiday, don't just cut it short. Still really important that you're doing a cool down just to flush out any lactate out the system, recover nice and easy to cool down the legs after a session and ensure that you are allowing that heart rate to come back down. Really important still. So 10-minute cool down, zone 1, zone 2, just to finish off the session. That exact protocol there that I've mentioned, as I say, I have used this over the past 10 to 15 years and I found it's really worked well, and I've also implemented it with over the hundreds of riders that we've worked with, and it's really helped maintain the fitness. Now, over the week, you may be thinking, how often should you be performing this session at a minimum to really ensure that you are maintaining your fitness over a week? And I would say a minimum of 2 sessions with that exact protocol that I've mentioned will allow you to really maintain your fitness well. If you can squeeze a 3rd one in, great, but a minimum 2 sessions with that exact protocol will really allow you to maintain fitness. Or what you may be able to do is, do those 2 really structured focused sessions that I've mentioned there, and then around that you may just add in some easier swimming, or you may be going out for walking throughout the day whilst you're away, or you may just want to do a little bit of, if you have got your heart rate monitor with you, just some easier zone 2 training around or either side of those 2 structured sessions that you will do each week. But that exact protocol, guys, as I've mentioned, it's worked so well over the years. Really found it's then helped me return to the bike after having a week or 2-week period off, and actually really pick up almost exactly from where I've left off and continue having a great summer on the bike, and then not having to spend, as I say, I will do another video on detraining, but another 4 to 6 weeks actually regaining the fitness that I've lost from a 1 to 2 week period, maybe off the bike. So Hope you found that helpful today. If you are going away on holiday, have a fantastic holiday this summer. And yeah, be sure to implement that workout. As I say, it should really help you maintain your fitness there. If you found this video useful, please drop a like on it. And if you do find any of these videos useful, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. And as I said at the start, if you'd like to check out some of the success stories and testimonials from riders that we have helped hit 3 watts per kilo, achieve 3 watts per kilo and beyond, be sure to check out the link in the description below. Have a great rest of your day and speak to you soon.